Dear students, welcome all of you in the next session. Here we will see in how many different ways we can classify lipid. That's why I have mentioned here as classification of lipid 2. I have already told you that lipid is a diverse group of biomolecules. Okay, so in different ways we can classify these diverse molecules under one head, that is lipid. Okay, so lipids or fats can also be classified based on the fatty acids present in them as follows. So already in the previous session we came to know that the basic structural components of any lipid is the fatty acids and glycerol. These two unit components are actually making a esterification, forming the ester bonds and forming one simple molecule of lipid. So this is the base of lipid. So depending on that particular fatty acid component of lipids, it can diversified. So that's why lipid can be classified on the basis of fatty acids present in them. Okay, so this is the classification you can see here. Fats can be differentiated depends on the fatty acids in the structure. One is saturated fatty acid, one group is saturated fatty acids or saturated fats. Another one is unsaturated fats. So saturated fats and unsaturated fats. So unsaturated fat also may be two types. One is polyunsaturated fat, another one is monounsaturated fat. If you just follow the naming, that means the name of all these things, you can understand the concept. Saturated fats indicates here, saturation indicates, that means the single bond the fatty acids is actually composed of only carbon-carbon single bond. There is no carbon-carbon double bond. And the unsaturation refers here the presence of carbon-carbon double bonds in that particular fatty acids. Okay, so unsaturated fats can be of two types, that is polyunsaturated fats. Another one is monounsaturated fats. If the number of carbon-carbon double bonds present in the structure is 1, then it is called as monounsaturated fats. If it is more than 1, the multiple carbon-carbon double bonds are present, that is called as polyunsaturated fats. Okay, so saturated fats, the source of saturated fats are animal fats, butter, lard, all these are actually lot of saturated fats you can see. And these are the dietary source of saturated fats also. Okay, and in case of polyunsaturated fats and monounsaturated fats, you can see that omega-9 fatty acids, olive oil, avocados, peanuts, almonds, all these are actual natural source of monounsaturated fats. Whereas polyunsaturated fats is primarily two types, omega-3 fatty acids and omega-6 fatty acids. Okay, so corn oil, sunflower oil, all these are rich source of omega-6 fatty acids. And soybean oil, walnut, rapeseed oil, alpha-linoleic acid, shellfishes, all these are actually rich source of omega-3 fatty acids. Okay, so now we'll one by one we'll see what is saturated fatty acids. Fat can be classified based on the fatty acids present. First of all, we'll see what is saturated fatty acids. Saturated fat is a type of fat in which the fatty acid chains have all or predominantly single bond. Various fats contain different proportion of saturated fats. So saturated fatty acids, especially palmitic acid, okay, and stearic acid. Keep in mind these two names, palmitic acid and stearic acid. Palmitic acid and stearic acids are found in animal products such as cream, cheese, butter, other whole milk dairy products, and fatty meats, which also contain dietary cholesterols also. So all these things are actually rich in this particular type of saturated fatty acids. And what are the two examples? Palmitic acids and stearic acids. Certain vegetable products have also very high level of saturated fat, such as coconut oil, palm kernel oils. All these are rich in saturated fatty acids. Many prepared foods are high in saturated fat content, such as pizza, dairy desserts, and sausage. All are actually rich in this particular type of fatty acids. Next, we'll see what is unsaturated fatty acids and what are the different types of unsaturated fatty acids. An unsaturated fat is a fat type of fat in which there is at least one double bond within the fatty acid chain. At least one double bond within the fatty acid chain. So, in the unsaturated fatty acids only, in this type, you can see the presence of double bond in fatty acid chain. So this is, you can see the structure. This is a type of monounsaturated fatty acids, and the name of this particular fatty acid is oleic acid. You can see here the long hydrocarbon chain of fatty acids, and here you can see the the carboxylic group. So this is the polar group, and all this part is actually non-polar. Okay, and here you can see one presence of one double bond. That's why oleic acid is a monounsaturated fatty acids. Monounsaturated fatty acids. Monounsaturated fatty acids. Okay, so what is monounsaturated fatty acid? Now see this structure and listen it. A fatty acid chain is monounsaturated if it contains at least contains only one double bond. Okay, so monounsaturated fats are actually called as also good fats. A diet high in monounsaturated fatty acids, in abbreviated way you can call it MOFA, can reduce blood cholesterol levels, lowers the risk of heart diseases, stroke, and breast cancers, reduce pain in rheumatoid arthritis, and helps in weight loss. Foods which contain monounsaturated fatty acids like oleic acids are avocados. Here you can see in this picture, avocados, olive oils, peanut butters, peanut oil. Okay, all these are actually very good source of this MOFA, which is also called as the good fats. Okay, it is also known as omega-9 fatty acid, because you can see this particular unsaturation, okay, is at carbon number 9. Okay, next we'll go to see what is polyunsaturated fatty acids. The concept is very simple. A fatty acid is polyunsaturated when it contains more than one double bond. Okay, so they are of two types, namely it is omega-3, omega-6 fatty acid. It is called omega-3 or N3 fatty acids with a double bond at the third carbon atom from the end of the carbon chain. The three types of omega acids are alpha-linoleic acid, which is found in plant oils, eicosapentaenoic acid, and docosahexaenoic acids, both commonly found in marine oils. Okay, common source of plant oils containing omega-3 fatty acids include walnut, flax seeds oil, soybean, chia seeds, etc. The source of animal omega-3, eicosapentaenoic acids and docosahexaenoic acid include fish and fish oils. Okay, the health benefits of omega-3 fatty acids are immense, and they have proven effective in the treatment and prevention of hundreds of medical conditions, which includes high cholesterol, depression, anxiety, cancer, diabetes mellitus, inflammatory diseases, arthritis, and as well as cardiovascular diseases. So you can see here, this is the particular structure of linoleic acid. Here you can see it is alpha-linoleic acid. We already know that the three types of omega-3 fatty acids are alpha-linoleic acid, eicosapentaenoic acid, and docosahexaenoic acid. Here you can see the structure of linoleic acid. That means it is a polyunsaturated acid. Why? You can see here there is multiple number of total three unsaturation, and first one is happening at carbon number 3. Okay, so carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. So it is the unsaturation first, unsaturation is from the last of the chain. It is coming at carbon number 3. Okay. So carbon number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So carbon number 3, carbon number 6, and carbon number 9. All these are actually contains one total 3 unsaturation, and here the acid group of the fatty acid. So this particular structure or fatty acid is known as linoleic acid, and all these are pictures from where you can get the polyunsaturated fatty acid, which are also a type of good fats. Okay, like seeds, avocados, olive oil, peanuts, every fish oils, everything is rich in polyunsaturated fatty acids. Next, omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-6 fatty acids are a family of pro-inflammatory and anti-inflammatory polyunsaturated fatty acids that have in common a final carbon-carbon double bond N6 at the in N6 and 6 bond continuum from the methyl end. On the basis of requirements, fatty acids are of two types. First of all, it is essential fatty acid. Another one is non-essential fatty acids. The fatty acids which are essential to be taken in our diet because they cannot be synthesized in our body are known as essential fatty acids. For example, linoleic acid, arachidonic acid, all are essential fatty acids. Non-essential fatty acids are those which can be synthesized by the body and which need not be supplied through the diet. Okay, so palmitic acid, oleic acid, butyric acids are example of non-essential fatty acids. So essential fatty acids are you have to be taken in our diet through our diet because it can't be synthesized in our body. So examples of essential linoleic acid and arachidonic acid. Okay, and non-essential fatty acids are those which can be synthesized by the body. So no need to be supplied through diet. Palmitic acids, oleic acid, butyric acid, all are non-essential fatty acids. Thank you, students.